Hi, I'm Mike from 1A Auto. We've been selling auto parts for over 30 years.
What's up guys, I'm Andy from 1A Auto. Today I'm going to show you how to remove and reinstall a door latch on this 2008 Chevy Silverado work truck. If you need parts for your vehicle, click the link in the description and head over to 1aauto.com. On the door, we're going to remove this window crank. We need a window crank removal tool. So we're going to position the window crank in this up position right here and take the tool. If you want to put it in the same location that it was, you could mark it before you take this off. And then we can get this, just slide this down. There's a little pin, little clip we have to remove. You just push it down and then it slides right off. To take this lock button off, I'm just going to use a pick tool. Just get in behind here, slide that little lock piece off, and slide the button off. Next, underneath here, I'm going to take a trim tool, just slide under here. You can use a pick also. Get underneath there, slide this cover off. Next, we're going to take this cover off. Take my pick tool or trim tool, slide that cover off. There's a clip right there, clip right there. We're going to use a 10mm socket, an extension, and a ratchet. And there's 3 bolts, 1 bolt here and 2 bolts there. Take those out. Might have to hold this handle up a little bit to get this bolt out. Take that bolt out. Oops. Just use a magnet, take that bolt out. Next we're going to take this trim piece off. Just use my trim tool. Get behind here. Pry. There's just clips that hold this on. 3 clips. Hold that on. Next I'm going to use a trim tool. I'm going to pop, there's clips holding the door panel on. Just go around the perimeter of the door panel, pop it off. Once those are all popped off, should be able to release right there. We're going to need to release the handle cable right here. There is 2 ears on the bottom of this door panel, so you can put it in service position so that you can leave it there while you're working. All right, to take this cable off the inner door handle, I'm just going to use some needle nose pliers. get in there. Just gotta squeeze. There's a tab, a couple tabs. I'm gonna squeeze on the cable. That will release. Sometimes if you twist it a little bit, it helps out. Pull that cable, slide it off, and then there's a ball on the end of the cable. This is where the two tabs are. You just need to squeeze these two tabs, just like that, to release it. Now I can grab the door panel and just slide it out. If you rolled your window down, we're gonna roll it up at this point. And I'll just take the handle off. Next, we're gonna take this inner vapor barrier off, or insulation off. I'm just gonna slide this. There's some sticky adhesive. Is attaching it to the door. Generally, it peels right off fairly easily. Being careful not to rip this. If it does rip, you can use some tape to tape it back together. Just fold it down, out of the way. I'm gonna take these two plugs off first. I'll just use a trim tool. Pull those off. We want to disconnect these rods that go from the door handle to the door latch. There's a little yellow retainer right here that holds it on. You need to grab with your fingers from the back side. I'm gonna slide it out. Pop it off just like that. And that rod will come off. And then for the top rod that goes to the lock cylinder, you're just gonna take the rod and I'm gonna push it towards the outside of the door. Sometimes this is a little bit tricky. I'm gonna try using a pick tool to get in here and twist it. Oops. Almost. I'm going to take these torque screws out. I'm going to use a T30 Torx bit and a ratchet. Once I get to the last one, I'm going to have to support the latch. Grab it from the inside. Just push it on. I can grab the latch. And sliding it out. There is a connector connected to it. So I'm going to try to disconnect the connector. Move this cable out of my way first. It's kind of hard to see this connector. I'll pull it out once I get it disconnected. All right. We're gonna have to pull this piece out right here, this grommet, for the lock rod. You're gonna want to slide the lock rod down. We're gonna take the latch, we're just gonna twist it around the window regulator, just like that. Slide it right out. To show you how this connector works, I'll just plug it in. And as you can see, as I push this down, it is stuck in the connector in. It's in the lock position. I just push up underneath here to release it. Take your pick tool or a screwdriver, just under here, and it slides right out, just like that. All right, if you're replacing this latch assembly, it's not going to come with these two rods, so you're going to have to swap them over. What you would have to do is just slide this lock rod up, just like that. Slide it out. You want to do it right away so you remember how it goes. And then also with this one, just slide this out a little bit, slide it down. If you wiggle it back and forth, it makes it a little easier. Transfer it over to the new one. To take this cable off, I'm just going to use some needle nose pliers. I'm just going to grab right here, these two tabs, push down, slide the cable out. Just do that again. Squeeze these two tabs, slide that out like that. Then I can move this little latch, slide that out. We're going to reinstall this cable. We're going to slide this piece underneath this little latch first. Slide that out, just like that. Then we'll push this cable on, lock it in place. Now we're going to install this lock rod. I'm just going to slide this into this position right here, and then twist it, just like that. Next I'm going to install this door lock rod. Slide this into position here, twist it, and then it's ready to install. To reinstall this latch, we're going to slide this cable around the window regulator first. Make sure these rods are facing upwards. And then we're going to twist this around the back, just like that. And this lock rod, for the lock rod button, it's going to go through here. You're going to guide that up first to that position. And then the other rod, you're just going to push that to the back. Just keep that back there for now. As long as this lock rod is in position, right here, then we can start the bolts on the outside. Get these started. I'll take my T30 Torx socket and a ratchet, start tightening these up. I'm going to tighten them down evenly first. So they're all like that. Then I'm gonna just go back and snug them all down. All right, that's good. Next we can connect this connector. It's kind of hard to see. You reach in there, push the connector into position, and then push down on the lock. And then I'll suck it the rest of the way in. I'll just slide this into position here. Little latch for that. And then this was under here before. Just like that. This little cover can go over this rod, the lock rod. Just like that. Then on the inside, this rod is going to go to the lock, the door lock cylinder. You're going to get it lined up. There's like a V, and it's going to go in the middle of the V. And you grab it and just pull, lock it into place. You're gonna push this into this retainer. It's like a door. You open the door. This is gonna get lined up right there. Once that rod is in there, then close the door. Make sure that's latched. You can grab the handle and just make sure that operates properly. Now, slide this into position. Pull the cable through here, like that. There's a hole right here that the door has a pin that goes through there. So get that lined up. That looks pretty good. A lot of times on these door panels, this little bracket breaks off the door panel right here. It's a common problem. It's not something that's extremely crucial for putting the door panel back on. The door panel will stay in position even with that broken. So don't worry about that too much. We can take the door panel. I'm gonna make sure this lock rod goes through that hole right there. And that's good right there. Get this little door pin in the hole on this side. That's in position. Make sure the rest is there. Once that's all the pins are lined up, you can start pushing it on. I'll reattach this. If you had a foam insulator, you would put that in there now. This vehicle doesn't have one. And line these pins up. Lock that in place. We're going to take these two bolts right underneath the handle. Use our 10mm socket, extension, and ratchet. Just get that one started, and then I'll get the other one started. Snug it up, then I'll snug up the other one. And down below here, underneath the handle, get this bolt in. And tighten it down. Snug it down. Take these two covers. This one's going to go down below. There's a little pin right there that goes through that hole. so you know which direction it goes. Put that in position. Lock it in place. This one is going to go in this position. There's a pin, little slot there. Lock that in place. Right, now I'm going to install the new crank handle. Remember, this washer is going to go on the back side. Just put this into position. Put it on the same way that you took off the old handle. Get it lined up. Make sure it's locked in place. And it's good to go. And we'll take this lock button. Make sure this lock rod is all the way up. Take the button, slide it into position, and then push down on the lock part. Make sure it works properly. And you're all set.
Thanks for watching. Visit us at oneauto.com for quality auto parts, fast and free shipping, and the best customer service in the industry.